Marshall and Justice Crack here. If you don't have skin for social media, don't put your mind there, don't do it. I'm going to be having some uncomfortable conversations in this video because like some of you don't actually know who I am and you don't know who I carry on the inside of me. I don't carry gods. I carry the creator of the universe. Argue with your keypad. Christ lives inside of me. I've made my signature with fear. I'm not scared of anyone. I say things as it is. Now you came to my DM. There are a lot of them, but I picked this one because the rest, I'm like, I can't be showing everything. Let me just show one. You came to my DM, you're cursing me. You said, may I do this? First of all, it is just pure intellectual arrogance to use God to do this because, first of all, God doesn't answer prayers like this because if God answers prayers of anger and pain from different people all over the world, there's nobody that will be alive. Whether you like it or not, there's someone you have hurt knowingly or unknowingly, one way or the other. And if God is to answer the prayers of everybody in pain, nobody's going to be alive, including Very Dark Man himself. So God doesn't answer stupid prayers like this. This is just pure idiocy. But I'm going to break down something to you. First of all, for those of you saying, I mean, they stick to football content. Have you lost your mind? Let me show you 6-7 years ago what I started content creation with.
I am not angry no more. I get angry a couple of times, but when I get angry, I often feel...
I started with Defense for the Gospel, apologetics, dissecting issues in Nigeria. That's what I started with. But I stopped because I wasn't getting engagement then. So I went into gaming. This was 2017, 2018. Yes, about 8-9 years ago. Then I went into gaming. Then from gaming, I went into sports. Then from sports, I am slowly bringing about what my main assignment is. You think my eloquence is because I'm special. It's because my assignment is special. It's because my assignment is special. You think my sense of reason is because I'm better than anybody. I'm not better than anybody. It is because the assignment of the one who sent me. This assignment is special. So God knows the necessities I will need. You will need eloquence. You will need a stealth mind. You will need intelligence. You will need objectivity. All those things are gifts. I'm not special. My assignment is special. Now that you are seeing, because when I saw the video from the lady, I don't want to mention anybody's name. When I saw that she brought the video, some people sent it to me and said, you fool, you're always taking sides. We know you're a rattle. First of all, I'm not a rattle. And I'm not saying, it is easy for me to just come out and say I'm a rattle. If truly I want engagement, it is too easy for me to actually just come out and say, yeah, I'm a rattle. And then I'll get the engagement, right? But I'm telling you, I'm not a rattle. Not because there's anything wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with being a rattle. I just choose not to be. I'm my own person, right? But I can use my brain. I can tell that this guy is honest. Yeah. The sincerity is there. There's something about truth. Truth is coherent. It's consistent. If you want to test truth in life, there are 3 tools they use in theology. You can go and fact check me. Number 1 is logical consistency. Number 2 is empirical adequacy. Number 3 is experiential relevance. Anytime anybody says anything, it must be logically consistent. It must be empirically adequate. And it must be experientially relevant. If you can pass these 3 tests, it is ascribed as the truth. There's a difference between my truth, that's subjective, and the truth. When I saw the video that was circulating of the people that were in the courtroom, it was too easy to debunk, but I didn't want to come out and drop a video because they would say, this boy just like farming engagement. It's just common sense. Even from watching movies, because I watch Suits. If you watch Suits a lot, you'll be familiar with courthouse. It is impossible for the judge to be on the seat, and there's movement in the courtroom. A judge is like the god in the courtroom. Like, it's just common sense. It is when I saw it, I'm like, first I was like, you went to give a child to Justice Crack in the courtroom, and the judge is on seat. Anything can still transpire from then and when the hearing starts. Someone says, oh, you were not here, right? You said you were there. I'm like, okay, I'm not even after who's right or wrong. I just want clarity. I don't even know what all this force is about. I just want clarity. And I'm seeing the loopholes that if you're dropping a video when there's movement in the courtroom, that doesn't prove nothing. You have to give me something when the thing started. I want to see it when it started and when you're moving out. There's no video like that. There's none. And it just common sense will let you see that, but because of the personal prejudice you have towards VDM, you think I'm siding with him. I repeat, anything you persecute will grow stronger. The truth is this, let me tell you something. Because truth is logically consistent. Logical consistency is that in a courtroom there cannot be movement. That's logical. You can't.
Alright, so you've all heard from this our brother, and I especially want to appreciate this our brother for coming out with this, his own opinion about this whole Barrister Marshall case, and we all know the case, so I'll just give my own take on it. I really like what this our brother said. He spoke about truth, and that truth, you can't deny the truth. Even if you don't like the truth, you can't deny it. He also said something that I really picked from this video. He said he's not a rattle. that he's just being himself, and that whenever he watches VDM's video, he cannot but help but to agree with what this guy is saying, because this guy is speaking the truth. I believe it's the Bible that says you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. So when you have come to terms with accepting the truth, that is when you will be set free. You won't need to fight people. You won't need to have all this social media banter and all whatnot. So truth is something that is very, very, very special. No matter how you try and cover it, the truth will always come out. Now, I really like what he said. He also said that when he started up as a creator, that he was doing gospel. He was trying to explain the gospel, defend the gospel, but he wasn't getting engagement. You see this social media of a thing. A lot of people don't really understand social media. But maybe in my next video, that's the video immediately after this one, I'm going to be doing a video about social media, and there's something called market segmentation. I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to be relating it to VDM, why VDM is who he is today. So it's going to be social media, market segmentation, and I'm going to relate the two of them to VDM, why VDM is this big and relevant. Now, he said he was defending the gospel, almost like a pastor or a clergy kind of thing, and he wasn't getting engagement. That's because the people that were listening to him then were not relating with what he was talking about. So what did he say? He said he now switched to gaming, and then he started getting some engagement. Why? Because at that point in time, these were the people that were really relating to what he was talking about. So I believe as time went by and he began to mature, he now started finding his calling and his purpose and said, no, this gospel thing I'm doing is really my calling. So I want to encourage social media and content creators. Please, if you are into this space, it's going to take some time for you to actually blow up, because the algorithm will have to find your kind of audience. Like me now, I'm doing this real talks with Danuvio, which means I just talk about realities about life in Nigeria and the world at large. And yeah, there are sometimes I get 100 views, I get 50 views, I get 200, sometimes I get as high as 500, 1000. Fine. I'm a beginning creator. I'm a beginning content creator. So I don't feel discouraged. Why? Because I know the algorithm has not really sorted out my real audience to attract them to me. Sure you get. So I really like what this guy said, and I would like to urge Nigerians not to be discouraged. Nigerian content creators, please don't be discouraged. If you are putting things out there and you are not getting the kind of audience you want, it just takes a matter of time. The algorithm is going to find your audience, bring them to you. Now, going back to the whole Barrister Marshall and the whole court proceeding, is Barrister Marshall right? Yes, Barrister Marshall is right for doing what he did. But the only thing, I explained this in my previous video, I said that he would have considered the fact that Justice Crack would have remained in detention for a longer period, and if peradventure something happened, God forbid, we don't pray for it to happen, but if it happens, these are very wonderful Nigerians. Nigerians are going to paint a very dangerous narrative against that man. Sure, you understand? So I don't really have much to say, but all I will say is somebody who has worked should be the one to take the glory. Why should he have handed over the case file to the other lawyer? Me, in my own books, I feel that what Barrister Marshall did was right. But on Justice Crack case, I would just say, it would have been a bigger man. It would have been the bigger person to say, fine, you know what, for the sake that this guy can come out, let me just hand over the case to them, let the guy just come out, so that everybody can be at peace. Sure you get. So these are just my thoughts about this, and I really like to thumbs up to this our brother for giving out this very detailed explanation about what really happened. And like I said, in my next video, I'm going to be explaining social media, market segmentation, and how it all relates to VDM and the reason why VDM is so big and relevant. So please stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.